In the highlands of Nagaland, there's a mountain no one dares to climb. It is said to be cursed, and those who venture into it never return. This is the story of two brothers who, in search of treasure, defied that curse. But only one of them came back. And the brother who returned wasn't the same. What happened on that mountain? What dark force trapped them in its grasp? What is told is terrifying and mysterious, a warning to those who dare to challenge the secrets of the mountain. Today we'll tell you the story of two brothers who, in search of fortune, ventured into a cursed mountain believed to hold an ancient treasure. However, after days without news, only one of them returned to the village. The one who came back was no longer the brave young man who had left. His eyes were hollow, and in his silence he hid a dark secret. This is the elders' warning about the dangers of disobeying the mountain's warnings. In Naga culture, mountains are not just towering peaks, they are also the guardians of ancient secrets and powerful spirits. The village elders have always warned the young not to venture into certain places believed to be home to dark forces. The mountain in today's legend is one of those places. It is said that deep within it lies an ancient treasure, but also a curse as old as the mountain itself. No one who has entered its paths has ever returned the same. This story is one of many warnings that the Naga people passed down through generations, reminding us that not everything that glitters is gold, and not all journeys have a return. The story follows brothers Puro and Ato, two brave and ambitious young men. Since childhood, they had heard the stories of the cursed mountain, but instead of fearing it, they saw it as an opportunity. According to legends, deep within the mountain was a treasure beyond value, hidden by spirits centuries ago. Puro, the older brother, convinced Ato that together they could find that treasure and return as heroes. Ato, though hesitant, followed his brother, trusting in his courage. However, the village elders warned them, no one who enters that mountain returns the same if they return at all. But ambition blinded the brothers, and ignoring all warnings, they set off toward the mountain. As they ventured deeper, a thick mist began to envelop them, and what seemed like an exciting adventure quickly turned into a nightmare. For days, the brothers climbed the mountain, facing treacherous paths and an increasingly oppressive atmosphere. The mist never lifted, and with each step they felt as if something or someone was watching them from the shadows. Puro, always the more confident, mocked the stories the elders had told, but Ato began to notice that his brother was changing. Sometimes Puro spoke to himself as if hearing voices in the wind, and at other times his eyes seemed empty, as if something was controlling him. One night they camped near a cave where, according to legend, the treasure lay. But what they found wasn't gold, but a dark force that trapped them. Screams echoed through the mountain, and by dawn, only one brother remained. Ato woke up alone, but the emptiness in his eyes showed that the brother who returned was not the same who had climbed the mountain. Ato returned to the village after several days. His face was pale, his eyes lost in a distant horizon. When the villagers saw him, they tried to ask what had happened on the mountain, but Ato never spoke. He only mumbled incoherent words, as if in a trance. The elders, upon seeing him, knew immediately what had happened. "The mountain has taken him," they said, "but something dark has returned with him." Though Ato was physically the same, something inside him had changed forever. It was as if his soul had been trapped in the mountain along with his brother Puro. Since then, the village has avoided going near the mountain, knowing it holds secrets that should never be challenged. Ato spent the rest of his days in silence, always gazing toward the mountain from afar. He never became the joyful young man he once was, and though his body returned, his mind and spirit seemed trapped in the shadows of the mountain. The village, which once saw the brothers as heroes, now remembered them with fear and pity. The legend of the brothers lost in the mountain became a warning for future generations. Not all treasures are what they seem, and some mountains must be respected, for they hide forces no man can understand. This story teaches us that ambition and curiosity can be dangerous when they challenge forces we don't understand. Puro and Ato sought a treasure that wasn't theirs, and in their search they lost far more than they gained. In Naga culture, legends about cursed mountains are not just tales of fear, but warnings about the respect we must have for nature and the spirits that inhabit it. The legend of the lost brothers reminds us that some adventures have no return, and some secrets are meant to remain hidden. Years later, some villagers claim that on nights of a full moon, the figures of two men can be seen walking at the top of the mountain, shrouded in dense mist. They believe these are the brothers, or what remains of them, trapped in an eternal cycle, unable to escape the mountain's curse. The elders warn the young not to follow in their footsteps, reminding them that some legends, no matter how tempting, should never be challenged. If this mysterious story captivated you and you want to hear more legends from Naga folklore, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. What would you do if faced with the choice to venture into a cursed mountain? Let us know in the comments, and don't miss our upcoming videos.